Hi everybody. Okay, it's day 7. Hang on. I have to get my... Sorry. I don't remember what day it is. It's day 7. Ta-da! Okay, so what are we gonna do? We are going to finish the, I had so much fun doing our jelly roll race on Sunday and starting it, and I did not have a chance. It was, there was just too much going on. And so I didn't even get back in here on Sunday. I worked and cleaned and went and ran some errands and went in the backyard with Steve. And so now we're gonna finish the jelly roll race. And I just wanna say, you guys are so awesome. I mean, I had so much fun. I had so much fun chatting with you guys and then the comments afterwards. And so we've done 2 strips together, right? So we did 2 strips all the way to the end. And now we're going to start over. Hi, Minnie. Where'd you duck? She's obsessed with little rubber duckies. And when I say obsessed, they are all over my house. But the little tiny ones, she likes the small ones because they fit in her mouth, and she carries them around the house all day long. There's a nod to getting us to play with her. So now we're taking the ends and we're just going to start, and we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to start sewing them together, and then when we get to the end, we're going to cut them again. And wow, man, am I glad I chose this this fabric, because I love it. I think it's so pretty, and I'm gonna I haven't had a chance to yet. Gosh, I tell you what, the days supposed to be longer, feel like they're shorter. So, did you catch the live? Were you on the live? Oh, it was so much fun. And then I had people that were commenting that had caught the replay. And one dear lady, oh, I'm going to give her a shout out, and I don't have her name in front of me. I forgot my phone at some point. Anyway, we knew that she was going to miss the live because she was going to be at church on Sunday at that time. So she missed the live, but she caught the replay, and loves to read. She was talking about it's one of you out there, how she loves how she's always reading like multiple books at one time. I find that hard. I think because my brain just, it's been a good test for me though to only read one book at a time, because it forces me to kind of focus and get it done. Not that I have much. If I can sit around all day long and sew for a little while and then read for a little while and then you know, go do something fun with Steve for a little while, and you know, those will be the days. Those will be the days. So anyway, this is and during the live, for those of you that missed it, go back and watch it, because it really was fun. It was fun. It was funny. Everybody was great. And a lot of people were talking about, you know, flattening out your seams, and that you probably would, I think if I start doing it now, I'm going to make a mess, so I'm not going to. I'm not flattening, opening your sleeves. So you're playing with a duck. So tell me, when you do a something like this, like a jelly roll race, do you open your seams, or do you just lay them flat in one direction or opposite directions or whatever? Because I've just been laying them down however however they kind of naturally went when I did the first round. I mean the second round. And now I think I'm kind of stuck. So I probably would have had less bulk, but it's not going to be a really thick blanket. I think it'll be okay. Anyway, so this is the KT Favorites Kansas troubles. I guess this is the line from 2019. Oh my gosh. Loving it. I will say one thing about doing anything with a jelly roll is you just end up with these shavings everywhere. So all week long I worked on quilts that left their disregards or their discards all over me. And finally got caught up on my laundry. So the hair towel is going to be out. Oh, the measurements for the hair towel. I got to measure that when I'm done. I'm trying to get dinner on. I'm trying to do this. So, the question is, are you doing a jelly roll race quilt, or what are you working on? Come on. And I believe summer is upon us. It has been it's really been nice and warm. I've been ready for the cold to stop. But I will say this, the sycamore trees that we have in our backyard, that's part of the reason that my sinuses have been so bad. They drop pollen like you just cannot even imagine. It's unbelievable. And these little pollen points, they kind of stick to everything. Oh God, they're just all over the screen, all over the dog. So I thought it would be fun just to kind of get, I don't even know if I'm going to finish this right now. The amazing thing though, if you've never made a jelly roll quilt, so if you've never done a jelly roll race quilt, not just a quilt using a jelly roll, but if you've never done a jelly roll race before, comment, put a little note in the comments and let me know if you have done one now, if you've done one with us, if you enjoyed it, or if you're gonna do one. Somebody had commented about not having a jelly roll. You don't need a jelly roll. You just need 2.5-inch strips. So you can cut anything up into 2.5-inch strips and be in the same place. You just need like 40-ish of them, 40, 42, 44, something like that. And the only thing, if you've never done one before, the only thing you do have to be careful of is as you get the first couple of rounds, see, you're going to have all this tail. You can't see the tail. You're going to have all this tail. And you have to be careful because it's not a really heavy quilt. There's not a whole lot of, and you've got a long tail on the other side. You've got to make sure that it doesn't drag it off like mine almost did. You get focused on sewing and it's pulling it off. I don't know if that makes sense or not, but it's kind of pulling it, it's pulling off your machine almost, and you'll lose your seam really, really fast. You know what, there's just nothing better than spending a little bit of time in here, right? Way better than doing your taxes. I mean, I love doing my taxes. I'm a joyful taxpayer. But gotta do what you gotta do. Okay. Oh, that's what I was gonna say about this quilt. About this quilt top. when you do a jelly roll race like this, if you've never done one before, it comes together so fast. Like after the first few rows, you're like, oh my God, this is gonna be forever. And then you start, you know, sewing and cutting, sewing and then splicing at the end. And it's really amazing how fast it starts to come together. Okay, I have been staring at this jelly roll. It's been sitting in this fabric box next to me for a long time. And I keep looking at it, I'm like, God, I gotta find something, because I just loved it. And I wasn't gonna use it for this. But then a bunch of viewers commented on how much they loved Kansas Trouble's fabric lines. And I was like, you know what? We're gonna do it. We're gonna open her up. She's been sitting in my box for too long, and I'm so glad I did. This is a really, really pretty print. I think this is probably one of my favorites that I've done so far. Okay. Any big plans for the week? We do not have big plans for the week. We have work plans for the week. And then on Thursday, for those of you, if you know, you know, Thursday begins, well, Wednesday and then Thursday officially starts the Masters Golf Tournament, which is, not to be blasphemous, but it's almost a holy day in our house. And so, oh, what the heck? Okay, ready? 1/4 inch seam, 1/4 inch seam, 1/4 inch seam, 1 inch seam. My brain just kind of, I don't know. And watch, I will be able to find a seam ripper. That's okay. Okay, that was quirky. That was weird. Of course, yesterday when we did the live, I sewed right off the end. I wasn't paying attention. We were laughing about something. Went right off the other end. Yep. Okay. And it does get a little bit loud, huh? So the next question is, after this, then what are we gonna do? I think, well, tomorrow, if this is done, which is highly doubtful, let's just be honest. If this is done, then I will do the last 2 rows. I still have to finish the last 2 rows. I needed to add 2 more rows to the rack quilt, so we'll do that tomorrow. If this is not finished, we'll finish this. It's slouching too much. I get, you know, back hurts. Oy. done with this row. Well, not really. Oh, jeez. But this one is really one that you can do like a jelly roll quilt. It's a jelly roll race. It's so easy. You really could do it in an afternoon. Somebody, we were talking yesterday on the live. So one of the first times I saw this done, Jenny Joan from Missouri Star had done it, and she did it in like an hour. But I think they sped the video up. Also, she sewed all of the lengths really fast. And I don't think I can do it that fast. But I think an afternoon, like a Sunday afternoon or whatever, I think you could totally do this. Yeah. Betsy, I'm trying to remember who said it. Betsy was on our live yesterday, had never done one. She was doing one here. And she's got a lot of quilting experience, so she's probably pretty fast. She could probably do it in an afternoon. Okay. So once you get like 4 rows together like this, is really when it's fun to start looking at it, because you start to see kind of the pattern, the fabric pattern really kind of come to life, which is one of the things I was talking about yesterday on our live. Is this quilt, in my opinion, is great for being able, if you have a fabric that you really like the pattern, you know, and you want to be able to see as much of it as possible and not lose some of the pattern in a quilt square. I think this is great for that, because you get to see the whole jelly roll, which is, I think, basically the whole fabric line. I think it's really fun. Anybody been to Joann's lately? I haven't been to Joann's in probably 2 weeks. And I probably try and get over there this week. I like to see where they're at with their fabric sales, because and birdhouses. They had some really cute birdhouses, and I could do with another birdhouse. Oh my gosh. Fabric shavings all over me. Almost done. Still rocking on with Downton Abbey, and then somebody gave me a good recommendation for another British show, which I think I had heard of before. But I've never seen. Excuse me. I can't find it. Because I'm kind of running through those pretty quick. And then, so I was talking about what else we're going to do this week. So tomorrow, I will either finish this or finish the rag quilt. And then Wednesday, I'll hopefully see if I have a backing for this quilt. I really don't think, I'm not hopeful. I rarely buy backings ahead of time, which was one thing that I wanted to do. Like with Joann's, say, you know, as their fabric deals become really, really good, is more fabrics that are kind of smaller prints, things that would be really good as backings, because I tend to not buy backings. I buy stuff for the quilt front, and then I gotta go out and buy, you know, yards and yards of for the backing. So I'm trying to get a little bit better at that. Just because then you can kind of wrap the project up, right? I mean, that's my hope at least. Oh, we're dead! Okay, now, we got a little bit of a twist going on, which is really okay because, as we discussed yesterday, you're just gonna cut it. It doesn't, I don't know how much it matters. Okay, so when you get to the end, you're just gonna okay. Now, see how fast it's coming together? Now you have 4 rows, and it's already, like, the pattern is really, you can really see, oh my God, how pretty this is. And so now you gotta pull it all back through. Now you gotta pull it all back through. This might not be done by tomorrow. And then you're gonna take these 2 pieces, take these 2 ends, and now we're gonna start all over. But look how cool. See, now when you finish this next one, now you've really added some length. See what I mean when I say it totally comes together? Is now you're gonna have 8 strips across. And then the next time, then when you get to the end of that one, and the sewing gets shorter. And then when you get to the end of that one, you'll cut it, start at the ends again. And now you have 16 rows. So it really comes together from this point really, really fast. Excuse me. I don't really have a lot today. Just a lot, just like everybody else, you know, busy day, busy week coming up, you know, unfurling in front of us. So I think I'm going to sew for a little bit longer, and then I will see you guys tomorrow. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share. Sorry. Oh. Like, subscribe, and share. Go get a jelly roll. It's so fun. This is such a fun project. So I'm gonna go put dinner on, and then I will see you guys tomorrow, and we'll sew again tomorrow. I think we'll probably finish this up tomorrow because it's gonna be a busy evening and a busy day, so I think we'll work on this one tomorrow. Thank you for coming. We're at day 7, lucky number 7. I guess the only last thing to say is, remember, only a 1/4 inch seam. Love you guys. Have a great evening, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye.